Okay, this is just a real quick demo on HLS Pixel Editor. Dan did some great stuff on XL4 that will allow pixel editing now. All that's needed is some tools in order to manipulate your pixels. So I use these all the time in HLS, and so I'll just go through them real quick. Let's do a quick chase here. And I know you can do this in X-Lights, but you have a lot more control this way. I'm not saying not do pre-built effects. I'm just saying you can do it this way. So what I want to do is ramp up on all those. Oops, got the lighting channel. I'll come back to that in a little bit. So now just do a chase. We'll select all these guys, right click, we'll bring up our toolbar, and we'll pull from chase corner, and we'll make this real quick. There you go. There's a chase corner. there's our chase. I don't particularly like the way that it is. I want to fill all this in with the red so they all go off at the same time. Don't come on and go off and chase on and off. So I want them to all go off at the same time. So what we do here is come down to perform action on selected group, and we fill to the right, and we fill that to the right. There we go. Now what we want to do is I want to finish the chase and chase them off. So we'll reselect this guy, we'll copy it, Control C, we'll come over here, Control V, paste it. Now what we want to do is be able to flip this thing. So again, we'll select this, and we'll flip this vertically. In LOR you have to go outside to do this with the clipboard flipper, as far as I know. I don't know that they've changed anything there. Okay, that's still not the way that I want it, but we're getting close. So we do this again, and we flip this horizontally. Now that's what I want. Okay, if we want something to be in between here, that's really not a problem. We just draw the box right here, and we say we want a level right there, and now we've got exactly what we wanted. Okay, if we don't like that particular color, we can come in here and select everything that we want. We go up here to change RGB color effects. We'll select, let's just make it blue. You can select anything you want off this box here. Well, let's just select what and just say, oops, just say okay. Now, if we change that, that'll turn all purple. Okay, if we want to chase, if we want to change colors from one color to another, it's relatively easy. We can, there again, we select this. I lost my toolbar, but I can bring it back. We select the first color, and that's red, and we'll go, that's a start, and then the end would be blue. And we just hit OK, and if we're going to do it clockwise, it's going to go from red to blue. Okay, and we chase it. So it starts out at red here, and goes through the color wheel, and ends up at blue. Okay. Alright, if we want to, let's just say we have something here, and then it'll just make it a level, and we want to chase this horizontally. We select it, select our colors. We go from, let's go from blue to red color, and we'll ignore the color wheel and shift. Okay, and you'll see now that it does all this bit. So what's nice about all of this is you can go ahead and just do your basic programming. You don't worry about your colors, and then later, once it's all sequenced and you're ready to go, you can go back and change all the colors and do a whole lot of things without destroying all your timing and so forth and so on. So that's really not a problem. If you wanted to copy, let's say we wanted to copy this down to the second arch, it's really pretty easy. You draw a box around it, copy it, bring it down, and right where the box is, it won't go any lower than your bottom, won't get any higher than the top pixel, and you can copy it anywhere you want to. Okay. Now say we want to move, just want to be able to move something, we can draw a box around it, and lost the toolbar again. Here we go. And we just move the selection, and we can move it anywhere we want. Okay, that's a really nice little feature you want to do. The other one is, what's nice about this is if you just want to move just this this pixel, you can move it back and forth, no problem, by clicking on the first cell, and then if you want to lengthen it, you click on the last cell and drag it and make it any size you want. So that's kind of neat. So even though it is grid based, you can basically move anywhere you want. Grid based really just gives you a reference. Okay, so I put all that stuff back. Now master lighting control, that's really nice. It'd be nice to have where you have a lighting control for every prop you have. So in other words, what I have is my matrix is way too bright for video, so I always just turn it down to like 20%. But this is the master lighting control, and that will control all of the whole display. So you can fade into your full display, and at the end, if your music fades out, you can fade out along with it, which is real nice. But I'm going to treat this more like a, let's just say that's going to be an arch control, arch lighting control. So it's real easy to do. You can come in here and say, okay, I want to, let's go from 0.5 seconds to 1.5, and I want to fade up to 100%. So basically, you can do any of these. You can just ramp up, and that'll bring your light up from 0 to 100%. You come here, you just tell it how long you want it to be 100%. It could be the whole show. So I'm just going to click it there, and we'll just put a level there, and that's 100%. Then I want it to fade down at the end, and we just ramp down at the end, and it'll take out or take down that display. Another nice little feature is if you're doing, let's see. If you're doing a prop, say this is my matrix and or my megatree, and I want to do its thing and be the star of the show in the whole bit, but somewhere in the show I want it to be dimmed down. So I want to still be doing something, but I want it to be dimmed down so that let's say my matrix takes over. It makes it nice. So everything starts out basically at 100%. So what we can do is fade this down starting here to, well, we'd start about here, and no, let's start there, and let's make it a 1 second fade. And instead of fading to 0, we can come up to defaults here, and we can say, okay, ramp down. We want to go from ramp down. We want to go from 100% to say 50%. So that'd be fine. So now if you ramp down, that'll just go to 50%. Now to keep it to 50%, you come here, and again in your defaults you've got a level. Your level would be 50%. Level intensity 50%. Okay, you just hit any of these levels here, it'll be 50%. Then when you want to bring it up, of course, I'll bet you know where I'm going with this. You can hit your defaults and go your ramp up, and you go from start value 50% to 100%. and just hit a ramp up, and you'll come back up to 100%. So that's another nice little goodie that you have. Another nice thing that HLS has is in your defaults, you can turn the crosshairs on and off. If you have a lot of stuff going on, it's just nice to be able to have crosshairs so you know what pixel you're working on, and also the exact time. It just helps you tell where you are in the sequencer. Okay, that pretty well concludes just basic tools that HLS has and how they handle them. It does a lot of things that I'm pretty sure LOR doesn't do. I'm not familiar with Vixen or Lightshow Pro, but if we could get this into X-Lights, they would most certainly, I would think, make it much more powerful, and you could stay in one program to do all of your sequencing instead of having to import and export and do all that other stuff that everybody's getting tired of. So anyway, I just thought I'd put that together. Alrighty, have fun.